So Shakur Stevenson has left Eddie Hearn, opted out of his second fight with Matchroom, which Berlanga could have opted out of his last fight at Matchroom. He stayed, and Hearn put him under the undercard, and you know, Shakur signed with Lou DiBella for a flat fee for the Zepeda fight, and maybe that might signal why he may not be the main event July 12th. That's just a rumor. But let's talk about it. Check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. And watch how Eddie Hearn started talking bad about Shakur Stevenson. I told y'all this was coming. He's going to start talking shit about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was really doing, Eddie was doing nothing for Shakur Stevenson. Turkey was doing everything. Eddie was taking a huge chunk out of his purse. Now Lou DiBella will get a flat fee, and he won't take as much out of Shakur Stevenson's purse. So it was a business move. Now it's said that he's getting between $4 to $7 million for the Jose Zepeda fight, and will be a free agent after this fight. So it made a lot of sense not to fuck with Eddie Hearn, quite frankly. He was doing nothing for him. Yeah, he was doing nothing for him, and financially, it made a lot more sense for him just to make this move. So I'm gonna tell you. So watch how Eddie Hearn do. I told y'all, man, Eddie Hearn be having a lot of bad stuff to say about these fighters once they leave him. These American fighters, you know, he using them and then he abusing them. And right now, Lou DiBella said on that Ariel Helwani video, he expect Eddie Hearn probably to be out the boxing business. He don't need to do it, and that could happen very soon. Ain't nothing really going on at Matchroom. They using and abusing fighters. That's all. They using fighters, and it ain't worked into his favor. But you know, Shakur Stevenson feel like he made the right decision. I know Lou DiBella said now he more into minor league baseball. He do, you know, a little bit of boxing, and right now he'd be back in the game thanks to Shakur Stevenson. You know, he's a New York City boxing promoter, and the fight gonna be in New York City, so it made a lot of sense. But watch how Eddie Hearn started talking shit about Shakur Stevenson. And Devin Haney, you know, Roy Jones Jr. has really showed a lot of these dudes the way that you don't need a promoter. You don't need a promoter. You know, you can do this shit. You know, you can do this shit on a freelance fight by fight, you know, situation, and they're not gonna like that. That, you know, a lot of these guys are starting to break the mold. They're not gonna like it. I'm telling you that right now. They're not gonna like it. That these fighters don't need these promoters. But what was Eddie Hearn doing? Turkey was doing all the leg work. Eddie Hearn was doing nothing. Nathan. He was doing Nathan. So to me, from a business standpoint, why keep cutting them in on a chunk of a pie when I don't need to? I get somebody that's gonna do it for, undercut them, do it for cheaper, and it's gonna be the same job done. You gotta remember, Eddie had to overpay Jerron Boots in this just to sign him. You know? So when he came in there, you know, in America, I got $1 billion and I got this, and y'all ain't got shit, I'm gonna take over. He didn't take over shit. You can't take over nothing because unless you got all the major players. And he don't have all the major players. So he can't take over nothing. That's the problem. He don't have all the major players. That's the number one problem. He don't have all the major players. He don't. So unless you UFC, it's hard. You need everybody to work together for boxing to thrive. And they'd rather go into the dirt than work together. They'd rather go drown than work together. So he made the best decision for his pockets. That's what he did. He made the best decision for Shakur Stevenson pockets. And I look forward to Eddie Hearn to have some distasteful things to say about Shakur Stevenson. Guarantee you, he's gonna have some nasty things to say about him. You know, he's gonna have some not nice things to say about him. But anybody that I told y'all that seen this coming, Eddie Hearn does this on a regular basis. He ain't no different from Bob, Al. He's just using y'all. That's why they don't care about the sport, because they benefit. They're benefiting. While the sport is losing, they're benefiting. They're benefiting. They're benefiting, bro. That's why they don't fucking care. They make all this money off these fighters and shit. So Eddie can't really say he did nothing for him. When he put Joshua Padley on standby and they talking about Padley got the stoppage this weekend, who cares? Oh, look at Shakur Stevenson resume. It's looking better. Man gives a fuck about Padley. Padley's nuts. Padley looked good this weekend, and I give a fuck. So you gonna start seeing Eddie Hearn about to blow his fucking top, his whole loss. You know what I'm saying? He about to blow a top. This nigga Frank Warren swept his ass. Don't let Virgil knock off Jerron Ennis. Oh man, Eddie gonna send himself to the upper room. So I ain't mad at it. You know, if Shakur Stevenson be a free agent, where will he go? He probably just try to work on a fight-by-fight basis with promoters, and that's be what it is. So we'll see. You know, Lou DiBella do got a lot of influence in New York City, so you know, I think he can make some things go Shakur Stevenson way too, as far as the judging. I think he can make some things go Shakur Stevenson way. You know? So that might have been a smart hire. He got more pull in NYC than Eddie. So he can make sure the commission, the judges and everything, you know, is straight. So to me, on so many different levels, it make a ton of sense. It make a ton of sense on so many different levels. So, quite frankly, we shall fucking see. But it was a money move. Eddie Hearn was providing no sauce. He was doing absolutely nothing for Shakur Stevenson. He got Padley ready for a late replacement. That's it. You taking all this money out of my check, and you know, you're not even the one that's putting the event on. Ain't that crazy? You're not even the one putting the event on. Come on. Turkey doing everything. You just the middleman getting paid like the man. You a middleman getting paid like you the man. Cut the middleman out and save me some bread. You gotta understand how many different pockets, hands in these fighter pockets they got. How many hands they got in these fighters' pockets? Come on, they got managers that don't bring no bread, don't bring no money in. Come on, they got managers who don't bring no money in. Promoters that ain't even putting on the event. Turkey putting the event on. I hope Jay Prince putting some money in that nigga Shakur pocket and just not extorting him. Because that's what most of them motherfuckers be doing. They just take. Hope he putting some money in his pockets, bro. Honestly. Real spiel. Hopefully he putting some bread in his pocket. Because if he not, you could have just managed your damn self or had your granddaddy manage you or whatever. But to me, it was a smart business deal. Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn ain't on. Eddie Hearn wasn't doing nothing. Turkey was doing everything. And Lou DiBella gonna represent me for some couple dollars. Gonna keep some money in my pocket. Cool. He probably need to get rid of Jay Prince too, to be real. Fuck is he doing? Yeah, I want to know. My thing is, what is he doing? I don't see Shakur Stevenson in no commercials. He got the Reebok deal. But shit, these niggas need to be on reality TV shows, commercials. They need to be all over the map. But that's just my opinion. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link in the description. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Join the Patreon. Peace.